The Chicago Bears wrapped up another day of training camp with a lighter practice session in shells after 2 days of intense padded workouts. While the pace was scaled back, there were still some important developments that give fans a clearer picture of where the team is headed. One of the most encouraging signs was the increasing presence of star wide receiver Luther Burden, who caught multiple touchdowns in red zone drills. Burton's athletic grab in the back of the end zone even sparked debate about whether he got both feet down. Regardless, his ability to make contested catches is a promising sign for an offense looking to expand its arsenal. But the biggest story from the day revolved around quarterback Caleb Williams. Entering his second NFL season, Williams spoke confidently about stepping into a stronger leadership role. He emphasized the importance of being vocal and uplifting teammates during tough moments in practice, comparing training camp scenarios to high-pressure fourth-quarter situations. Last year, as a rookie, Williams preferred to observe and absorb. Now, with a full season under his belt, he's embracing the responsibilities that come with being the face of the franchise. Williams also discussed the transition to Ben Johnson's new offensive system. With fresh terminology, footwork, and reads to master, Williams admitted that the adjustment is significant, but he's determined to make it work. He expressed excitement about building a long-term partnership with Johnson, saying that continuity with the new head coach is vital for sustained success in Chicago. For a young quarterback, having a stable play caller is crucial, and both Williams and Johnson are clearly working to create that bond. Another highlight from Williams' comments was his growing chemistry with tight end Carlson Loveland. Williams spoke about trusting Loveland to win contested catches, a sign that the two are already developing an important connection. If Loveland can emerge as a reliable playmaker, the Bears will have yet another weapon in their offensive attack alongside Burton and the rest of the receiving corps. Williams' poise and command of the huddle reflect the growth Chicago desperately needs from its franchise quarterback. With expectations rising, his evolution as both a leader and a playmaker could be the key to unlocking the Bears' potential this season. Before diving into more news, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any Bears updates. Your support means a lot, and it helps us bring you the latest news straight from training camp. Moving to roster health, there were several notable injury updates. Guard Jonah Jackson suffered a leg injury, and while the team is calling it day-to-day, it's something worth monitoring. Jackson dealt with a clavicle injury last year and has had occasional injuries throughout his career. Given his importance to the interior offensive line, the Bears will be cautious with his recovery. Braxton Jones, meanwhile, had a scheduled rest day as part of his return from major ankle surgery. The coaching staff has been smartly managing his workload, especially during lighter practice days, to ensure he's ready for the long season ahead. Several other players missed practice, including Shamar Turner ankle, Bill Murray lower body injury, and Ricky Strober, a center competing for a roster spot. Zay Frazier remains away from the team due to personal reasons, which has impacted the depth in the secondary. These injuries highlight a bigger concern: depth on the offensive line. While the Bears have solid starters, any significant injury could test their backups. Ryan Bates provides flexibility at center and guard, but his own injury history raises questions about durability. Beyond Bates, the team would likely have to rely on young players like rookie Luke Newman or Doug Kramer, who is primarily a center. This lack of proven depth could become a major issue if injuries pile up during the season. Coaches have also considered moving players like Azzy Trapilo or Karana Megaji inside to bolster the interior line if needed. With training camp and preseason games still ahead, this is a storyline to watch closely. The Bears could also explore adding a veteran lineman to ensure better depth heading into the regular season. Another intriguing battle unfolding in camp is the fight for the second and starting outside cornerback spot. Head coach Dennis Allen confirmed that the job is completely up for grabs. The leading contenders are Tariq Stevenson, the returning starter, and promising young corner Nan Wright, who has impressed since Otis. Terrell Smith, A versatile backup with part-time starting experience is also in the mix. With start corner Jalen Johnson temporarily sidelined, Wright and Stevenson have both had extended opportunities with the first-team defense. Wright's size and physicality make him an appealing option in Allen's press-man scheme, while Stevenson brings experience and a proven ability to handle tough assignments. The competition will likely intensify during upcoming joint practices and preseason games, where real game reps will help determine who emerges as the starter. Zay Frazier's continued absence has effectively removed him from contention, turning this into a three-man race. For a defense that relies heavily on aggressive man-to-man coverage, solidifying this position is essential. Whoever wins the job will be tested early in the season, especially against high-powered offenses in the NFC. As training camp continues, the Bears' progress will be measured by how quickly Williams adapts to Johnson's offense, the health of their offensive line, and the development of key position battles on defense. Fans should be encouraged by the growth and leadership from their young quarterback and the playmaking flashes from receivers like Burden and Loveland. However, concerns about depth, particularly on the offensive line, remain valid and could determine whether Chicago takes a leap forward this season. With more padded practices ahead and the preseason fast approaching, every rep matters. Expect more clarity in the coming days as roster battles heat up, players fight for their spots, and the Bears prepare for what could be one of their most important seasons in years. The next few weeks will be critical for shaping the Bears' 2025 season. The combination of a young quarterback growing into his leadership role, a new offensive system under Ben Johnson, and key roster battles will define how competitive this team can be. If Caleb Williams continues to progress and the offensive line stays healthy, Chicago could finally have the stability it has been seeking for years. The cornerback competition will also be pivotal. A strong secondary will allow the Bears' defense to stay aggressive, giving them a better chance against the pass-heavy offenses they'll face. Meanwhile, monitoring depth across the roster, especially in the trenches, should remain a priority for the front office. Bears fans have plenty to be excited about. The energy around camp is high, the roster is improving, and the coaching staff seems committed to building something long-term. With more padded practices and joint sessions on the horizon, expect the intensity to rise. Every rep, every snap, and every decision made in the coming weeks will shape the foundation for what could be a breakout season in Chicago.